right, guys, I am back and we're going to do a quick little card. And then I have another one that we'll do. And then I think it's time to start gluing everything in. So I'm trying to kind of finish that up tomorrow. So I'll record the two that I want to do today and then start fresh in the morning on getting these journals made, and then maybe we'll get them listed tomorrow. So this is just a simple little journaling card, and I'm just using these. Came from Your Creative Studio in one of the boxes she sent me last year. And I still have not been able to figure out exactly which box it was. If I do figure it out, I'll let you know. But so yeah, I'm just taking the tissue papers and kind of cutting them out a little bit. So yeah, I know this one's not terribly complicated, but necessary, right? So yeah, not a whole lot of intriguing things to be learned in this video, but yeah, I hope you guys are all doing well. This is all just part of the creative videos of it, or creative, like it's part of the, you know, it's not always glamour and not always like full of ideas, so to speak, right? Like I am usually pretty good about figuring out stuff, but this is also the meat and potatoes of journal making as well, or what I call the meat and potatoes, like the stuff that is necessary because you got to have stuff to fill the pockets, right? So then I just wipe off that glue best you can. Usually comes right off with a paper towel, but every now and then I'll have to use a little bit of a glue eraser. And I got these at the Dollar Tree in their crafting section, so I think they still sell them in there. So, and then I'm going to use the bees from one of my porch prints, one of her digitals. In these bees, I just noticed she has two kind of fussy cut bee things. This one is out of the bird. It's got like birds in it and stuff too. So I'm just gonna kind of ink his wings. The next video that we're gonna do is, I think it's adorable actually. It's a little journaling card, and honestly, it's one of those decorative journaling cards that you're not really going to be, I mean, you can probably use it a little bit, but it's going to be more decorative than practical use. So yeah, so I hope you guys, like I said, are doing well. It has been a week here. I haven't recorded since the weekend, so things did not actually turn out well. I am in the process of looking for a new job. So yeah, I will keep you guys posted on what I find, and I've had several interviews so far. All went great, so hopefully everything goes well. If you're the praying sort, if you wouldn't mind throwing out some prayers, that would be awesome. Fairly disappointed in the turn of events, but you know, it is what it is, and you can only do what you can do. So anywho, I'm not going to dwell on it, and I probably won't talk about it a whole lot, mostly because there's extenuating things that are going to be happening with it, and I don't want to ruin some of the things that are going to be happening. So that said, the next couple of weeks I'll be hitting the trails and seeing what I can see and all that jazz. I've gotten some pretty promising, the interview I had today went really well. It's for a semi-local, started by a couple in Colorado, and she, and like with everything else, I'm not going to tell you where it is just because, you know, I don't know. Businesses get a little weird when it comes to talking about their products and stuff. So I don't want to misspeak. And that's honestly why I didn't really tell you guys where I worked before, is because you know, you hear horror stories of, you know, people who post something and it gets back to their employers. You know, I just don't want that kind of thing to happen. Anyways, it's with a company that produces natural foods for people with celiac disease. So it's pretty interesting. I enjoyed speaking with that woman this morning, and like I said, it all kind of went well as far as I know. I mean, she said it did, so we'll take her at her word. And she's supposed to get back with me probably tomorrow or Friday. And from the sound of it, they didn't really have a whole lot of people interested in this particular position. And honestly, it's kind of tailor-made for me. I'm like, well, it just so happens that I'm actually interested in that kind of thing. And she's like, oh my gosh. I know she totally wanted to call me a nerd, and she'd be right, because, you know, I am kind of a nerd when it comes to those kind of things. I do really enjoy using my left brain too, and for whatever reason, God bless me with a good head for numbers. So, yeah, so there's that. It's going to be doing something very similar to what I was just doing, which again, I can't really talk about, not just because I don't work there anymore, but because there's other circumstances. I mean, it's sad, really, because I did love my job, and, yeah. But you know what? Even the kids had noticed that with all the issues I was facing, over the last probably 8 months, I just wasn't myself anymore. And they're not wrong. I try not to bring work home with me, but it was almost impossible. You know, I will say that, you know, with not stellar management, it can really ruin a company. And yeah, so just a little sad, but I'll get over it. I'll miss the people that I worked with. They were a great group of people. And if any of you guys are watching, because I know a couple of them have subscribed to my channel, I will miss you terribly. And I'm sorry, I did everything I could. And my talking just fell on deaf ears. So that's what it is. That's about all I'm going to say about that. I mean, probably not, but I'll probably give it a couple weeks for my nerves to kind of calm down over the whole thing. But you know, I have a great support system. My kids love me very much, and they're very supportive. Christian has been amazing. From the onset of a week ago Sunday till now. I mean, he's really stepped up and been a really great support system for me. Being angry on my behalf at the appropriate times, you know. I mean, he's a good guy. So, I cannot complain in that department. Yeah, so we're going to just do what we can do, right? That's all we can do. I am looking for like remote jobs too, because I'm not going to lie, I do really miss being at home, and kind of feel like my soul needs it, needs something at home. So if you guys know of any great gigs, I would be really excited to hear about what you do. I am looking for something in quality. I have skills in like ISO 9000 and ISO 13485, 25 years of bookkeeping experience. So yeah, like it won't be long and I'll have something, but you know, of course there's always the stress of, you know, bills and whatnot. I think I'll be okay though. Your girl's kind of a saver. So I'll be okay. I really will. So it's just sad. I will miss the people I worked with. Yeah, I wish everybody well. Even the parties I didn't agree with, you know? I think sometimes, well, and if you guys haven't noticed, I get really attached to things and outcomes, and that's a me characteristic. That's not on anybody else. I just end up caring way too much about things I shouldn't. And I'm very passionate about the things that I do. I think most of you can kind of tell that by the YouTube and stuff like that. I try to do quality over quantity, you know, in pretty much every aspect of my life. So, I don't know, we'll see. You know what? God will bring me whatever's meant to be here. Whatever is supposed to be for me is what's going to happen. And I can't rush it. I can't do any of that. So I will say, though, there was this really interesting one that I applied for. I think, honestly, I would have a snowball's chance in heck of getting it, but it sounds really cool. It's working with an aerospace company. And they have figured out how to make the G-force ride, and they're looking for a bookkeeper of sorts, but I would also have to be doing some of these other things, and I don't have the experience doing it. So, I mean, I applied. So we'll see. And what's strange is they wanted a cover letter. And I was like, do you know how many years it's been since I wrote a cover letter? Crazy, right? I mean, I haven't heard of a company wanting a cover letter in probably 15 years. Maybe, I mean, even like a couple years ago when I applied for a bunch of jobs, like nobody asked me for a cover letter. So I was like, wow, that's interesting. Very, very interesting. I mean, I provided it, obviously, but... Well, and you know what? Here's the other thing. I am not in the same place I was 2 years ago. Or, yeah, 2 years ago to the day. Literally, guys, my anniversary date with this company and my final resignation, literally, like 2 days apart. I got rehired at this company on June 14th, 2021, and I put in my resignation on June 12th, 2023. So, yeah, you know, and I learned a lot. And one of the managers that because I don't know if you haven't been with me very long, then you wouldn't know this, but I was trained in a bunch of different departments at that company, and trained in a lot of different skills so that I could float between the buildings and departments. I mean, I might not be missed yet, but I will be missed later because, well, and already the R&D lab, the one that was my boss then has already called and asked me a bunch of questions about stuff, and she's like, you don't mind, do you? And I was like, absolutely not. Because none of this is in anybody else's control except for the owner and my previous supervisor. So, anyways, trying to focus on better over bitter, right? That's the goal. It's the goal in life. Anyways, and don't get me wrong. I know I played a part in it. I just wasn't willing to put up with it anymore. So I called a spade a spade. Anyways, that said, let's see, where was I? Yeah, she already called and asked me questions about this or that, or, you know. So, and of course, if she calls me again, I'll absolutely give her the help that she needs, answer the questions she has. All right, let's see, where are we at? Need 2 more, huh? All right. Oh my goodness. Yeah, they are kind of a lot alike, but I think they're in, well, they're going in different journals, so it's really not going to matter. So, yeah. So enough about that sad crap. You won't hear me talk about it too much more, unless something new comes up. But you know, and you know, it's so weird for me. I will say this is I usually don't get too overplussed about anything. But I tell you what, I've been more angry the last like 8 months than I have been in a really long time. And for a while, I thought maybe it was part of like the divorce process until I really stood back and looked at it. And even Grace was like, nope, you were happy there once. Not anymore though. So yeah, that'll be interesting. Whew, maybe I should just like leave this corner rounder down for a minute, huh? Since I'll just be doing another one in a second. So I, like I said, I've been kind of working off and on today on these. And so I have something really cool to show you guys. I'll show you in like, not this video, not the next video, but I'll show you them. And then if you guys want to see how I made them. It's not really anything I haven't done before, but it's been a really long time since I did that. It's just a different way to use your punches to make tabs for your pages. Because I was kind of like, what am I going to do for clusters with this one? It's like I've been, you know, I'm still probably going to make some clusters, not on film, but because I feel like we've done that a lot lately. But yeah, I'm thinking that I mean, maybe you'll want to see it, and if you do, then you can just comment, and I'll excuse me, make some more on camera, because I actually have a feeling that these aren't the only bead journals I'm going to do. The next one I probably, excuse me, won't video it, but I'll definitely do a flip through of it. I've got some different ideas, but I want to make it like a big journal, like we made Amy's journal. Speaking of which, I need to mail that out tomorrow. Sorry, Amy. yeah, I've been a little distracted lately. All right, so last one. Let's get the card over here. Oh, we got to get this off. Oops, oopsie daisy, oopsie daisy. Oh, pen is leaking. Let's try not to rip the other side, right? Okay. I don't know what we're gonna do with those cans, but figure out something. I probably better go check dinner here in a minute. I guess that is one nice thing. I have been home a little bit more the last week and a half, so I guess not week and a half. I guess it's been a week since Grace and I got back. Well, no, not even a week. It'll be a week Friday when we got home. So I've been doing a little more cooking at home. Gotta save me some money, right? All right, guys, this is the last one. You think I need to clean off my scissors? That'd be funny. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and take my glue and kind of hit underneath some of these edges like I did a minute ago on the last one. Oops. All right, now it can go up. All right, we are in the home stretch, guys. How many of you guys saw that and be like, I wonder if she's even gonna notice? Oh. Well, and if I told you the other stuff in my life that just kind of seems to be going wrong, you guys would totally get a kick out of it. I'll tell you one. Okay, so my insurance company for the house has decided that they no longer want to insure rural areas, and I knew about this in January, and I got a different company, and then that company came out and was upset because I didn't have a fence around the trampoline, and I was like, nobody's jumped on it in like 10 years. Well, not really, probably that long, but I was like, I mean, and the tarp's ripped, right? Like, come on, guys. Anyways, so, and then I don't know if you guys remember that my washer and dryer went out. Well, my only option at that point was to put the washer and dryer out on the porch. And yeah, so this new company doesn't want to insure me because I have a washer and dryer on the porch and I don't have a cage around my trampoline. I was like, I realize there's not really any underage kids that live in this area anymore, right? Like, it is so rural. Anyways, so I'm gonna, this weekend I've got to take the tarp off the trampoline and leave it. The lady at the insurance company was like, you need to just like remove the whole thing. And I was like the whole thing. And I was like, no, I'm not going to do that. What I will do is put like some wire around it and tell whoever that I'm going to use it as a garden. So yeah, there's that. Okay, so yeah, we did 6 of these guys. Well, technically 5. I think they're absolutely adorable. I love the way that those run in there. And then the back is just the scrap, like the collage scrap paper that I had made before. So yeah, super cute, I think. All right, guys, thank you for joining me, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.